When we proposed a 10-year path, the government voted against it. But I'm delighted they've now done yet another U-turn and adopted our policy. Now, while we don't agree with every detail in their plans, we do agree with the substance. But I'm sorry to hear some of the Minister's own MPs are apparently unconvinced. So let me help the Minister. Given the government appears to need our votes to pass these ILR changes, we will support them. Will the Minister confirm the ILR changes will be made in primary legislation or via the rules? If they do use primary legislation, that will take some time to pass, by which time the 2021 and 22 arrivals will have ILR, so we would also support him to pass emergency legislation if he will accept that offer.
Minister.
Madam Deputy Speaker, it is a challenge to be lectured on the need for apologies from the architect of Trussonomics that mean that my constituents month on month pay more on their mortgages. But we've seen more of that mathematics from the right honourable gentleman there, because he says that £158,000 that on average we spend on families in hotel accommodation who have no right now to be here because they have finished their way through the asylum system, that spending that money is better value than spending £40,000 in order for them to return home and to build their lives. Again, I'm not surprised. He talks about gangs. Well, he will know there have been a record level of interventions, more than 4,000. He talks about our work with the French, but he'll know too there's been 40,000 preventions of crossings. He'll know too, he mentioned returns. Well, 60,000 people have been returned under this government, a 31% increase under his time when he was in the Home Department. So he offers criticism, but the only answer that he offers in lieu is just to tear up international agreements with no sense of what change that would drive. It would merely set back that returns work and just leave us back to years and years of debate and no action. I won't do that. He mentions ILR. Of course, that wasn't the nature of the announcements last week. That was a consultation that closed, a very important one, about earned settlement in this country. We'll be having those conversations with Parliament, and those, of course, will be laid in the usual way in the weeks, months ahead.
Meg Hillier.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I wonder if the Minister could update us on the discussions about people who have got leave that they arrived in a country, were pursuing leave for 5 years to get status in the UK or for whichever period of their visa, who are approaching the end of that period. I have a number of constituents concerned their visa they'll reach this point in April, and they're concerned that they will have to start all over again under a new process. Could you update the House on this issue?
I believe, again, the honourable member refers to earned settlement. It has always been the case that the immigration rules in force at the point of application rather than the point of entry to the country are the ones that are germane with regards to the conditions an individual has to meet. Nevertheless, the honourable lady will know that we did consult about what transition protections there could be. That consultation closed last month. There is, an important reality for all colleagues to wrestle with here, that we saw in the first 5 years of this decade unprecedented levels of migration through legal means. The open borders experiment by colleagues opposite, which means that 1 in 30 people in this country came in that window of time. That means, at the same time, those people will become eligible for social housing, for benefits and whatnot. That, of course, is a significant challenge to the taxpayer and to public services. But nevertheless, that consultation took place and will be coming back in the usual way.
Liberal Democrat spokesperson Will Forster.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. It is deeply disappointing that these changes were pushed through without an explanation in this chamber.